Hey everyone, welcome back to Drawing for Beginners. This is video number 3, and today we will focus on value gradations. A value gradation can be described as a gradual transition between a darker value and a lighter value in a series of successive changes, steps, or stages. The materials we will be using today are white paper and a graphite pencil. The links to the reference sheets can be found in the video description. First, we will do some gradation exercises. Measure the size of each box, then draw it on your paper. Start by filling in the pure black area and make that as dark as possible. Next, slowly lighten up your pressure of the pencil. As you may have expected, the less pressure you apply, the lighter your value will be. By progressively shifting your pressure from either heavy to light or light to heavy, you can create a value gradation. Pay very close attention to the rate of value change on the reference sheet and try to replicate it as best you can. The more you practice this exercise, the more you will fine-tune your motor skills. This will give you a much greater control over the relationship between pressure and value change. On the ending of the gradation, try to lighten your touch so much that the value almost disappears and fades into the white of the paper. Continue replicating the gradations on the reference sheet. Next, we will move on to today's drawing. We will start with a line drawing and then begin with the values. You can start with the envelope to help judge the size and proportions of the subject. Identify the darkest values and fill those in first. This will define the limit of your pencil's darkest value, which will give you a good starting place to compare with the other values. Next, start adding in the gradations with the fullest value range, like the shadow in the middle of the 2 avocado halves and the pit. Let the white of the paper show through as the highlights. Be careful choosing the placement of highlights because once you darken the paper, it is difficult and sometimes impossible to bring the paper back to pure white. Rendering the form with a full value range and a smooth transition will help it look more three-dimensional. Next, we can move on to the more subtle gradations, like the hollowed out area in the left half and the dark outer rings. After you're all done, go back and double check your values and add any details you may have missed. Remember to take your time and have fun with your drawings. Keep practicing, and I will see you next time. If you'd like to learn more about the ANI Art Academies or the United War Veterans Council, please check out our websites at aniartacademies.org and uwvc.org.